Hi, I'm Charlie,
And I'm Liz.
and we are the Adventure Closet.
And today we're gonna go on a historical hike.
Yeah, we're going to see lots of old, awesome relics, and at one time, the highest train tunnel in the world. So come along with us.
Welcome to the Adventure Closet. I'm Liz, and this is Charlie. We are two 80s and 90s kids that never lost their sense of wonder. We're all over the map, exploring wild and abandoned places, discovering rocks, geology, and history of different areas, all while living and traveling in our minivan Opal. I guess you can say our life is a mixtape of adventures. So hop in the van, hit the subscribe button, and let's go somewhere. We found a little amanita near the campsite. Oh, a little cluster of them actually. Very cool.
One of the benefits of traveling and working on the road is we get to visit all these cool libraries. Check out this Leadville library that has this awesome room with a bunch of old stuff in it. It's beautiful. Here's the area we worked in.
So I'm attempting here to do a one pot macaroni and cheese. So if I could have done this over with, I would have sauteed those onions first with the bell pepper, but I threw the noodles in and the water and just decided to throw the vegetables in. So they're going to be boiled in there. And then I'll add some fake cheese, some plant-based milk, and some garlic and onion powder and pepper and maybe some smoked paprika and some cornstarch to thicken up the roux. But I've never done a roux after the fact. Usually you make it beforehand, so we'll see how it goes. So I didn't use cornstarch because I let the water reduce, so there was a lot of starch from the water, which kind of helps vegan food be a little more creamy. And then I added fake cheese, and then some non-dairy butter, and salt, pepper, garlic, and some garlic paste. And it smells amazing.
It does.
And I used rotini because we didn't have...
We had rotini,
macaroni.
penne, or rigatoni to
Yeah.
choose from. We're so fancy like
I
that.
know. Not often you have choices in van life. But yeah, I'm excited to eat this up. Actually, let's try a bite. Mm-hmm.
don't know if you've seen videos on the borough races of Leadville, but every year in Leadville they have basically it's a foot race where you bring a donkey with you or a burro, and you start at over 10,000 feet, which the town of Leadville is at 10,700 feet, I think, something like that. And we're driving up to this trailhead, and we saw a sign that says race this weekend. So I believe, this is time stamping, I believe that the burro race must come up this road, which is pretty cool. Hi. I think we can do this.
Okay. Colorado Midland Centennial Trail, born 1883, died 1921. The Colorado Midland Railroad was the last standard. What does that say? So the sign is kind of difficult to read, but this trail here there was a railroad that was being built through it. It would have been the highest railroad in the world if it ever was finished. But it was put in 1883, and it looks like we're going to see some cool like trestles and some really neat stuff. So I'm excited to get up here. There's some mining stuff up here. Lots to discover.
Well, so far, this trail is a pretty easy railroad grade. You know, slowly going up, and trail's in good shape. Trail's in good shape, and lots of wildflowers, lots of trees, which is good. It is supposed to thunderstorm today, but we've been in the area for about 2 weeks now, and it's rained and thunderstormed just a little bit every day. So we kind of know what to expect. We got a rain gear with us, and I think we'll be okay. We've been camping at around 10,000 feet for the past couple weeks, and I think we went up at least 1,000 feet before we started this trail, so we'll probably starting at about 11,000 feet. It is hard to breathe a little bit, especially when you have asthma, but we're doing all right. It's not a super strenuous hike so far, but I did bring my inhaler this time. It's the road we came in on down there. Right there. And as you can see, nice graded trail following the old railroad line. Now, we didn't research this trail much. We know it's about 5.5 to 6 miles, and we heard that there's a railroad tunnel up here, and that if it was completed, it would have been the highest in the world or country.
Can you imagine the train just going through this scene, like the old 1800s
Steam locomotive. Just chugging along.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
I would love to see it.
Yeah. It's a landing right here along the tracks. I wonder if there used to be some sort of structures here at one time.
Have you guys ever seen, like, been next to a steam engine? It is the loudest thing ever.
It sounds awesome though.
And one time I went to this tractor show, and there was a steam-powered tractor there, and I was sitting there, you know, right next to it. And then I realized when I left, I was covered in black spots from being next to that steam engine.
Huh.
They're crazy machines. That's the biggest amanita I've ever seen.
Look at that.
It's huge.
Dang.
And then there's, oh, that might be an amanita as well.
Yeah, I think they're both.
It almost
that
looked like a bullet, but yeah.
And this view along the trail here, there's little pieces of coal. You can tell coal because it leaves little black streaks when you rub it against a rock.
The whole line of it must have just spilled from the train.
Yeah. And then nice shiny piece of mica schist. And I think that might be more mica. It does have a bronze color to it though, so it could just be like a layer of pyrite. Cool.
A good chunk of coal.
You know what sucks about using an inhaler is you're already winded and you have to hold it in for 10 seconds. Whew. So you gotta catch your breath enough to get your breath. Seems like 11,000 feet is probably my limit of breathing. I do tend to get elevation sickness in the form of headaches, but they go away after a while. Also, it doesn't seem like my sleep apnea machine works as well. My CPAP doesn't work as well at elevation, which kind of sucks considering I've been in Colorado a couple months now. And we've been at elevation for a couple months, so I haven't been getting the best of sleep, but I still use it because if I don't, I get the worst headaches. Yeah. Check it out, another big amanita coming out the ground here, and another nice view. Hope we're saying that right. Amanita muscaria. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
You know, we probably have a few more adventures here in Colorado before we have to trek on, but I'm kind of sad to eventually have to leave here. Like, there's so much beauty in this state, and we've not been disappointed anywhere we've turned. And shoot, there's a million trails here. Well, I don't know how many trails are here, but probably not a million, but it feels like it. And I think somebody could spend their whole lifetime exploring Colorado and not see it all. And I felt that way about our home state of Washington. So, gosh, it's a beautiful country we live in. That's for darn sure.
A single railroad tie here.
Oh, good eye.
Yeah. And then Liz spotted this little bee just chilling.
A wild strawberry.
Is that a wild strawberry?
Yeah.
Jeez, they're everywhere around here. These ones are not very big. In case you didn't know, these are the poisonous mushrooms. They are the ones that inspired the Mario mushroom from Super Mario Brothers, the video game. If you don't have a high clearance vehicle, you're gonna have to park there. Holy smokes. Okay, ants were all over me. If you don't have a high clearance vehicle, you're gonna have to park here and then walk up the road a mile that way. We made it in our van, but we make it lots of places in our van that I wouldn't suggest driving at most places. So it adds an extra mile, but it's a road walk. There was only actually one really rough spot in the road. And as you saw, we made it around. But if you value your car's suspension and undercarriage and such, maybe park it though. Parking lot below. Not that we don't care about Opal. We just know her limits and we like to test them sometimes. So, hiking at 11,000 plus feet and going uphill really takes it out of you. So plan for that. If you're not used to the elevation, if you're not used to hiking in elevation, I got sweat in my eyes now. Just be sure that you add extra time for taking breaks and enjoying the view, because it's nice views up here. Like, it's beautiful, so peaceful, so quiet. So much sweat in my eyes, making it hard to enjoy the view. So yeah, allow for extra time. Another thing, in Colorado, pack for weather changes, because the weather changes every 5 minutes here. Make sure you're dressed for warm weather. Make sure you bring a good coat in case it gets super cold real quick. And also bring rain gear, because it starts raining without warning here, and plus it'll stop raining. Like, sometimes it'll just rain for like a minute. Sometimes it'll dump rain on you for like half an hour. Just be prepared for all sorts of weather when you're going out hiking, because you don't know how, you don't know what to expect here.
Bug spray and sunblock too.
Bug spray and sunblock, definite musts. Permethrin on your clothes, whatever. But yeah, there's a lot of mosquitoes out here. Just some tips to help you enjoy your hike, because don't want to be caught out in the rain without a rain jacket, especially some of this rain. Like, sometimes the rain here gets cold.
What?
There's an old structure here, an old log cabin. Can you guys make it out? That's cool. This sign says Douglas City. Typical of the short-lived ghost towns of Colorado Rockies was Douglas City, the remains of which you see here. Douglas City, however, was built for a different purpose: to house the Italian construction workers who labored on the Colorado Midland in this area, who helped construct the Hagerman Tunnel and trestles, etc. This one street city, in quotes, it says city, had 8 saloons, mostly in tents, plus a dance hall here. The professor played the piano while the ladies of the evening, in quotes, too jaded for Leadville, entertained and took laborers' money. The wild city was the scene of drinking, shooting, fighting, knifing, and others' innocent pleasures. So This is the area, this beautiful area of Douglas City. Here's that first place I showed you here. But there's another structure here, or was another structure here. That might have been a separate structure because it looks like this was fairly small. Oh, no, it could have kept going. Or maybe there was 3 of them here. And then here's another wall. Gosh, this is cool. A couple of barrel rings strewn out here. Beautiful setting. Oh, hey, there's a bunch of artifacts over here. Let's check these out. You got some old cans, some old pottery, some old glass. Boy, that's an interesting piece of glass, but really cool. Somebody must have walked around here collecting stuff and put it up on this rock. Yeah. And there's a couple more over here. Old cans. Now I believe this had to be 1800 something. Here's another structure right here.
It was late 1800s.
Late 1800s? Okay. And some more glass. Ooh, look at that blue glass right there. That's pretty.
And a painted rock. All you need is love. Post to Facebook. CN4 rocks.
I'm gonna give this to my mom. She's a Beatles fan. Just noticing on the way in how beautiful this this meadow was with all the flowers and such. And turns out it's part of Douglas City, or was part of Douglas City. Oh, there's another. Look at these trees. These trees are old, but these structures have been built and decimated, you know, before these trees were even growing. That one too. I think they might have helped stop seeds from blowing around and protected the saplings with the old walls, and that's why there's big trees growing next to these walls. This is very cool. I'm glad we could bring you guys along for this. And then this must have been the old road. There's also a cool can right by the sign here too. Yeah, pretty cool, guys. Pretty cool.
You guys gotta check this out. This is so cool.
Wow. This is a path that people took more than 100 years ago. Came in here into this little tiny cabin. It's much bigger than our van.
That's so cool.
Yeah. Wow. That's awesome. Look at this view out the doorway. Just overlooking the meadow and the mountains. Yep. Awesome. Gosh. Another nice meadow out here. Look at that mountain.
You know, more of these rings.
What?
More of these rings. I wonder if it was for water pipes. Wooden water pipes, maybe, but.
It could be, but they look like barrels.
Oh, barrel rings. You're
Yeah.
probably right.
Probably kegs of beer or ale that they brought up the mountain for their town of
Ladies of the night.
ladies of the night, yes. So there's a reason that we don't always research hikes we go on and areas we go on. This looks like an old boardwalk. Looks like it used to be a boardwalk here. Going through the city. That's cool.
Not sure what that is.
So there's a reason that we don't always do our research before we go out on these hikes. Just look up everything. We like the surprises. We like sharing those surprises with you guys. Like we're seeing this stuff for the first time. And we're all our reactions are completely genuine. Genuine. All of our reactions are completely genuine. Wow.
The elevation is getting to us.
All of our reactions are completely genuine. This is like so cool to us too. Like just seeing these places and having you guys to share this experience with. It's just awesome. Like we're so glad that you guys come along with us and just, share these experiences and joys. And I know you're not like right here, but we hope that you feel like you're right here with us, because it's awesome to show you guys this stuff.
I'm curious, like, how many of you are, when you watch our videos, are you watching on your phones, or do you like project it onto your TV and watch it on the big screen so you can enjoy all the views and kind of be fully immersed? Do you throw headphones on so you can hear it more? How do you experience our videos? Do you have a ritual? It was the 1880s, and the town of Douglas sprung up to house the Italian construction workers brought in to build the Hagerman Tunnel way up here in the Rocky Mountains. A rustic sign painted a scene from the past. Imagine 8 saloons, some in canvas and others constructed from nearby timber. There was even a dance hall where you could hear the professor wildly playing his piano. Even the ladies of the evening that were far too jaded for the big town of Leadville were giggling as they danced and swayed to the music. The laborers drank to ease their sore muscles and gave their earnings freely to the ladies for their entertainment and to the booze for its medicine. Occasionally, the sound of gunfire would echo from the wild mountain city as fights broke loose in the saloons. That is until the tunnel was complete in 1883. and the town was left silent besides the occasional rumble from the railway, the chugging of a steam engine approaching in the distance. No whistle howling through the town.
This area of Leadville, or near Leadville, all this area around Leadville basically has so much history. It is so awesome. Gosh. Here's another piece of this beautiful blue glass. That's nice. Beautiful color.
Huge boulder field. All really old granite. Probably around 80 million years old right here. Rocky Mountains.
Man, and there's a lake right next to this town. How cool is that? I bet you this was a nice little swimming hole for the workers in the summer. There's something up here that's interesting looking too as well. Wow, guys. Beautiful.
I would love to go fishing.
I think the tunnel might be up there. Wow. Check this out, guys. So it's a power pole, and it looks like people have been putting the barrel rings on top. Like, I wonder if they just threw them all up there. That's a lot of barrel rings. That's cool. And then over here there's a brick structure of some sort that was right here on the lake with some pipes and threaded something or others, threaded bolts of some sort here. Those are big bolts.
There was a kiln or something here?
Yeah, there had to be something. I don't know if it was mining related or probably railroad related. That thick piece of metal right there too.
How long ago were these bricks laid?
Yeah,
That's awesome.
it's very awesome. Gosh, this is like the coolest. We did not expect this at all. We expected we were going up to see a tunnel, and that's it. Looks like there's more piping over this way. Some glass. More piping, lots more barrel rings. That's just crazy. And this looks like it was something, like a roadway or something. Some sort. Very cool area. Rain clouds are looming above us. Hopefully they just pass. Final push uphill. We were just down there. We're taking a little short break because of elevation, obviously. But look at these mountains. The railroad grade is right there. We're almost to the railroad grade. Check that rock out too. Ooh, that lens is a little foggy. Hang on. There you go. There you go. Interesting. Can't wait. You ready?
Yep. it myself.
Yes, you did. Little piece of history. There's the railroad grade. More coal on the ground here. Oh wow. Okay, another break, and then we'll get there. I think we'll break looking at this view though. Hagerman Tunnel. This is the east portal of the Hagerman Tunnel, the highest railroad tunnel in the world at the time of its completion in 1887. The Great Tunnel is 11,530 feet above sea level. That's why it's hard to breathe. It is 2,161 feet long, 16 feet high, 18 feet wide, and cost $200,000. It was replaced in 1890, oh man, to 1991 by the Bush Ivanhoe, oh, it's so hard to make this out, later Carlton Tunnel, further down the road to Leadville. The Hagerman Tunnel was used briefly again in 1898 to 1899, but was soon abandoned. Danger, don't enter. So the tallest tunnel in the world in 1890. Wow. And then it wasn't even used that long, a couple of years. That's crazy. $200,000 and to make this, and it wasn't even used that much. Some of the old railroad ties here on either side. You can see where some of the rock has collapsed onto the rail. Looks like a bunch of granite. Some old thick cable. Oh wow. Oh wow. Check this out, guys. Full of snow and ice. Oh my gosh, the temperature change right here is crazy. So it looks like it has gone glacial year round because it's summertime and that's a lot of snow. Listen. Hello? It's good to see that that's about as far as people have gone in. They're definitely following the rules. You can still see the soot from the old railroads, trains and stuff that have gone through. And you can even see a little place where they placed explosives. This is amazing. 2,000 feet long, so it's about a half a mile through here. We will definitely be heeding the signs and not entering this. It's the smart thing to do. There's ice in there that could be melting. It's obviously probably about 5-6 feet deep of snow and ice in here with a little creek running through it. And when water and ice get into rock, it expands and contracts and can cause giant rocks to fall and either trap you in, crush you to death, or ruin your day, which those first two would definitely ruin your day. Death always ruins your day. But just look at this. So it's hard to give you guys a real feel of this because it's so high up, like 11,000 feet up. Like, it feels entirely remote and just awesome. The fact that they had a whole city out here of people blasting 2,000 feet through solid granite walls and just digging all this out is just crazy amazing. I mean, this is before the automobile.
Yeah.
I mean, think about that. Like, they didn't really have excavators and stuff back then, did they? 1800s? They might have
It's
had like
called
some...
a dude and a shovel.
A dude and shovel?
Yeah. And
Yeah.
a couple sticks of dynamite.
Well, and a pickaxe. But yeah. Well, obviously they had drills. Because there's a couple of drill holes still from where they put dynamite in.
Oh yeah, there's one over here.
Yeah.
I'll show you guys.
Way cool. Oh, yeah, there's one right here too. So the temperature distance, the temperature difference between right here and just outside the tunnel is a good 20, 25 degrees. It's definitely 25 degrees colder in the portal of the tunnel. I can't imagine how cold it gets back in there. Like if you're far in the tunnel, it'd be kind of crazy. But yeah, This is way cool. I'm glad we could bring you guys along. This is just awesome. The nice thing is we didn't research this. We just heard about it from somebody we met on the road, and they're like, yeah, you should definitely check it out. And kudos. I'm glad we did. This was awesome. Well, that was fun.
That was so much fun. I can't believe all the history here and the beauty.
Yeah, thank you for coming along with us. This was a pretty epic adventure. I can't believe all the stuff we saw. The tunnel, the town. Wow.
Thank you guys for coming with us, and thank you for liking this video if you liked it.
Subscribing if
Yes.
you're not already a subscriber. And thank you so much to our Patreons. You guys are the greatest. Bye now.
Bye now.
Just thinking to myself, how do they pick right there? The top of this mountain, 10,000 feet up, to just tunnel through. They didn't have airplanes. They didn't have satellite mapping, GPS, none of that. Like, that had to be a feat to, you know, choose that spot to go through with a tunnel. 2,000 feet through solid rock, and run a rail all the way up to it. You know, you gotta hand it to people back then. I know a lot of people died doing these things, but the way they figured stuff out, it's just mind-boggling. Like, wow. I would share that thought with you because some of you guys might have it too. And we're the only ones in the parking lot.
Just had an exciting dinner cooking experience. There's lightning right on us, and we had to wrap it up real quick and throw it here in the van. So this is how we're gonna enjoy it tonight.
Yep.
And what we're having is tacos that we hope are done. Good thing we don't eat meat.
Yep.
We just hope it's hot enough. And then we'll just be watching the storm outside.
Mm.